Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm a little bit dishevelled because I've been doing loads of gardening and then I realised I hadn't done a little intro to this video. This is just a quick little video. I thought I would show you what I take for my packed food for work. Taking a packed lunch or a packed tea or snacks to work can save you such a lot of money. When my dad was working, when I was at home, when I was a kid, he would always take his flask and some sandwiches and stuff with him to work, or he would come home for lunch to try and save money. My mum, when she was working, she always packed her basket, this work basket, and she would always take her snacks and her tea bags and everything like that in there. And it can save you a lot. Even my children now, as they're older, they're beginning to realise how much it costs to get food every day. So they've started prepping their own lunches to take with them. And it can save you an awful lot of money. We do have a staff canteen at work and it is subsidised a little bit, but it still would be more money than what it would cost me to take my lunch from home. I do an early shift or a late shift. So if I do an early shift, my food is a bit more sort of like a breakfasty brunch thing, and if I'm on an evening shift, it's more like tea time or dinner time, whatever you want to call it, sort of time there. So it's slightly different food. I do one week I do less shifts than like a short week, and then the following week I'll do a longer week with more shifts. So this is just a little video of a short week of what I took for lunch to save me lots of money. So this is today's food. I'm having to be a bit quiet, it's very early in the morning. I'm on an early shift today. So today I've got some cucumber and some carrots cut up into sticks there. And I've got some plant-based mayo in there. That is my vice to dip those in. I've got a little pear in there. They were on an Aldi Super 6 this week and I had to pop in for something. So I didn't have much fruit left, so I just picked some of those up. So I've got one of those in there. I've also got two of my bananas in there. They're quite good sized bananas. I like them when they're spotty. And then I have one of these naked peanut bars. I bought a big box of these from Amazon. They're on a deal at the moment, so they work out at 50p each. So I've got that. And then I've got my own drink here. I've just got a big container of squash to go with that, and that is my food today. I'm on a late shift today. It's a bit of an odd time, so this is the food I'm taking with me today. I'm taking these wraps. I'm the world's worst wrapper of wraps. This one's already split, so I will be packing some kitchen towel in there because this will probably be very messy to eat. I'll eat it over the box and it'll probably be more like a salad. I might even stick a fork in just in case it collapses. So I've just got wraps, and in there I've got some lettuce, some cucumber, some avocado and a little bit of my plant-based mayo. So I've got that in both wraps. I've got one of those peanut naked bars in there, and then I'm taking 3 bananas. So hopefully that will be fine. I've got some fruit tea bags in my little tea bag caddy there, and a container of squash. And that's what I'm taking for work today. Hello, welcome to another day of what I'm taking to work to eat. Today I've got some more wraps because the avocados really needed using up. So these have wrapped better today. So inside there is cucumber, lettuce, avocado, and of course my vegan mayo. That's in both of those. I've got my peanut bar again. I really like those. And then for a change, I've put in a few of these little crackers. These were just from Aldi. So I've got those, and then I've got my container of squash, and also I've got my fruit tea bags. And that's what I'm taking to work today. The sun has decided to do something different today, so I'm in a bit of a shadow here, but we've made it to the end of the week. This is my short week. I work a short week and then I work a long week, so this week's been a short week. And today for my lunch I had some potatoes, so I'll just see if you can see that, the light a bit better. I had some new type potatoes left in the fridge that needed using up, so I steamed those, let them go cold. I've chopped them up with a little bit of onion, some cucumber, there's a bed of romaine lettuce underneath there, and I put some of my vegan mayo and just mixed it all together. So I've got that. I've chopped up 2 little pears, they needed juicing up. There's ones that were on the Aldi Super 6. They're only small, so I've just chopped those up. I seem to have got a huge bowl for just a few pears. So I've got those. And then I'm taking a fork with me, obviously, to eat my potato type salad. I've got one of my naked bars in there. I have packed just a few of these peppermints because there's onions in the potato salad, so I thought just to freshen up after I've eaten my food. And then I've got a big container of squash. So that is what I'm taking for my food for work today. I keep calling it lunch, but this is, if I'm on an evening shift, it's more evening. So yeah, this is what I'm eating. And that is why this week for work. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, give it a good old thumbs up and all that wonderful stuff. And until next time, let's stay frugal.